The KSM Show.
Thank you. Thank you. Can tell the excitement in the house means something is going on. Let me tell you a quick story. Let me tell me, baby, I was sitting at my somewhere quietly. Then all of a sudden my phones were ringing. Then I picked up. I said, KSM. You say, huh? Sakodi tweet is what film. Oh, come on. What's this true? So I went to check on my Twitter and I saw this message says, Uncle Mafio. Hey, Miss my airport brother. The whole Sakodi was what film. Then so I said, that's what film. This place is your house. Whenever you're ready, come. So they got in touch with me, and guess what? He's here. Put your hands together. Show some love for the man. Sarkodia. Yeah. Oh, Fancy, it's been ages.
Yes.
How are you doing, man?
I'm home.
You're home. You're home. Show some love, man. He's home. But I don't know where to start. The last time you came here.
Yes.
Oh, it wasn't the last time, but one time you came here, you had expressed an interest in having a child.
Yes.
And I thought to put it out there.
Yeah.
You got about 60,000 women who want. But since then, you've had my
beautiful daughter.
Your beautiful daughter.
Yes.
How's she doing?
She's good. Titi is great. She's now a big girl now.
How old is she now?
She's 3.
She's
going
3.
to be 4. Next year, March. Yes.
How does it feel to be a father for real? First, you were always thinking and wishing fatherhood. Now you're a father.
It's a great feeling. Exactly what I imagined and more. It has, the downside to it.
Which is?
Which you don't notice the downside, but then with time you get to realize that you need to do what you were doing and not put a hold to it just because someone new came into your life. But that's what happened to me.
So it was a little bit of a, should I say distraction? But,
yes.
Or it slowed you down a bit.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
I thought nothing else mattered.
Really?
For the first time, I'm sorry, this is new, but to Sack Nation, I didn't really. I used to be more into what Sack Nation would say, what they expect, and what I'm supposed to do. But when Titi came in, it was more like, listen, guys, I need space for myself.
Wow.
So I didn't really care much about winning an award.
How long do you stay in that space?
I think for 2 years.
Really?
Yeah. I actually, till now, I've not really snapped out of it 100%. But I just got to realize I need to work because that's the same reason, what is going to bring back, what I have to take care, of her. So I can't stop. That's why I'm actually, getting back. But it's a great feeling. I'm a family person. So definitely this is me. I've always imagined me having kids, and then I just had this beautiful
kids. How many more are you thinking of?
I'm old-fashioned, so I really wanted more, but at the end of the day, it's more with the standards I've set for the kids. It comes with a lot of responsibility. So I need to be sure. I need to be realistic. But for now, I feel 3 wouldn't be bad.
3 wouldn't be bad.
Yeah.
I like how you put it. For now, you feel 3 wouldn't be bad. Okay. You may get richer.
Exactly.
More, and maybe
more,
you can go to upscale it to 4 or 5 or whatever. Yes. Yeah. And the wife, how's being a husband?
There's no difference. I think for that, we've always been there for a very long time. So there's not much that has changed. I think the only thing is actually staying together for the first time, for a very long time, which was when we really got to know ourselves way more. We knew ourselves, but it was more like
once you are living together, the dynamics changed.
Max we have spent together is 3 to 4 months. This is the first time we've been together for that's 3 years. So but I'm a family person, so I find it very easy to deal with.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. So you didn't go through any, I hate to say the word trauma, but any changes that sort of?
No, not really.
Yeah?
Not really. I didn't. But if anything, for the better, because that's how I am as a person. I'm a family person, so that is what I always wanted. So I don't think anything bad, has happened so far. Yeah.
How does your wife handle your popularity? Being Sack, and you are there, you know. A man in Apple.
And you know, but
a fun apple. Do Apple.
how
How does she handle that?
She obviously, from the beginning where she didn't really know if we were going to go to the next level. Yeah, she was a bit not okay with it. But what I like about her is the fact that she wants me to win. So if this is what's going to take for us to win or for you to win, I'm all up for it. And she knows that it's not even a problem. If I want to make my mind to, she will see that trait if I can leave her, for somebody or get locked up in that lifestyle. She knows better. So for now, obviously, she's not going to get over the fact that you have to be around, females.
Yeah.
If that goes away, that means she doesn't care, which I don't want that. So, but it's not as it was when we were like way younger. Now, she doesn't really, she cares, but it's not too much.
Yeah. Well, you're secure. So how much have you bounced back into business? Have you made a transition to come back to business, or you found the balance, or you?
Yes, I found the inspiration, I should say, to even start writing, and because I write based on the mood I'm in. So when I actually was supposed to ask for permission, but I knew you were going to, you wouldn't take it as a big problem. When I used your vocals for the song I did for Titi, did you listen to that?
No.
Okay. So a song called The Way I Feel, when I had Titi, I used our conversation in the intro. And
really?
So because I was in that state of mind, that's the song I did. So for a while, I wasn't in the whole Sarkodie element of doing rap and, but then after 2 years, I felt it back again. Then I went back to writing, and then the business started. And now Titi's growing, and she's watching a lot of, TV. I think she came back from school one day and asked me if I'm Sarkodie, and I...
That's a funny question.
Yes, I said, Daddy, are you Sarkodie? I said, yes, I am. And then I just got to realize that she has to be proud of what I'm doing. So I can't, because I want to be always picking her up from school, and that takes... if I'm going to do that, I wouldn't be sitting here by this time. I need to head because of traffic. I want to do that every day.
So you pick her up every day? Really?
Yeah, normally. The mom does or myself. But I've got to realize that on a regular day, I'll be doing stuff that I wouldn't have that time. So I need to make sure that I also execute that, and somebody can still pick her up. I'm too into her life. I need to give space a little bit so that she can also be whatever she wants to be. But it's just natural for that. So I'm balancing the business and her. I don't want one to take too much.
Okay. You said something just a few seconds ago about when you write, something has to inspire you to write. You have to be in some kind of mood to write. Yes. What mood were you in when you wrote Advice?
I was actually in the same mood of the lyrics. What I said in the song is how I felt. Yeah, at that point.
So were you thinking about that? Or you had what?
I think not myself, I think in general, when it has to do with the masses, if you put information out, it's likely people will take it different. And you might say something, and you might mean something, and then they will twist it, and then it will be something else. I always do it well with music. If I come and sit here and have a conversation, they will still twist it, and I will miss the point. I don't know if I'm supposed to be trained on how to express certain things, but I always try to say things, but when I do music, I get the message across.
Oh, really?
Yes, because that one I can sit down, edit, say exactly what I want to say, and then put it out. Because on the spot, like we're having a conversation like this, I might even miss certain points because we're running. You have to go for commercial break. We need to, So I'm really good at when I do the music.
When you sit down and actually craft it.
Yes, craft it and then put it out. Yeah.
That was some solid advice, man. Okay, so let's go back to the business.
Yeah.
You've managed to really establish yourself. You've made inroads, talking about how the impact you've made. How do you do that? How do you make your relevance go beyond the boundaries? They know you in the US, they know you in Africa. What's your trick there?
I don't let nobody interfere with my mind, like how I think. I don't let. I can be distracted for a second, but I make sure that I get back to myself, the things I see, what I believed in when I was a child, that everything is possible.
That's what you believe in when you were a child?
Yes, that you can do it. Like there's no limitations to what you're doing, because I think people were told that you can't go anywhere with tree. and they believed it, so they were not able to do it. I imagined, even though when I was rapping in Tree, I used to even write verses that if the possible chance for me to do a song with Busta Rhymes, I write those verses down. That's me as a child, imagining that it's possible that one day you might meet Twista and do a song with Twista. So having those thoughts is what brought me whatever that I have. And I know a lot of people have that, but then with time, somebody can tell you that, listen, what are you saying? You'll be sitting on KSM. It's not going to work. And when they say that and that gets into the mind, then everything stops. So the battle with me with life is I'm trying to not let anybody get into my thoughts of what I see. And it's very hard too, because I'm dealing with the whole world and everybody's having an opinion, both on social media and the radio, the TV, like everybody has the opinion. So if I'm not a strong-minded person, that's when it can interfere in my progress. I'm not saying it doesn't. Sometimes it does, but I know how to pick myself right back and keep it going and have that fearless thoughts that I used to have. And if I keep having that, it keeps coming back. So it's just, yeah.
Wow. The first time I heard of you, long ago, I think I was having a chat with Moses. I was having a chat with Moses long ago.
Big shouts to Uncle Moses.
Yeah, big shouts to Uncle Moses. And he said, I think I was trying to get him on my show then.
Yes.
And I said, Moses, I have to get you on my show. So I'll tell you who you should be getting. Charlie, my small brother-in-law. He was talking about 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And look at you.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Did you see this coming?
No. I definitely knew I wanted to do this. How it was going to turn out, I had no idea, because I normally leave, God to deal with that. But what I felt was I would survive, I would succeed. To the extent I'll go, I don't know. I used to have, images of what I want to see. Some exceeded, some still yet to happen. But yes, I think I felt it, but to the extent I didn't really know. Yeah.
I want to go back to when I was asking you, what's your formula, your secret for breaking into, and you talked about that strong belief and focus that you have. But as a business plan, what's your business plan of how you've been able to get your stuff penetrate everywhere?
Everybody has their approach to business. I'm still learning. I get closer to people who are doing strictly business, not celebrity business. They're really doing business, trying to understand how they go about business, and then if they can execute perfect business strategies, I involve them a little bit in my world. So I don't necessarily have to do everything myself.
Okay, I get it. I get it.
Gets it. So, because one thing, reason why people say creative people end up, poor or they don't end up well, is because our thought process, creativity, we want to be free. So the moment I start thinking too much about, business, you have to do this, you have to do that, it interferes in the writing. So in the States, that's where you have a team, they sit on the board. All you have to do is just go to the studio and create. If we had that team, creatives would have the freedom to just create, and then they'll have structures around it to guide it. So that's the team I'm building. People around me who care more about the business, and then I did my education on how the business goes as well. One thing I believe is I am my biggest investment. I am the product. My focus is me. In the beginning, when I started making like good amount of money. I had people who were in the business world who were telling me, because they're too business oriented, it was all about business. But what they didn't know is, because I'm an artist, I knew that my revenue comes from Sarkodie. So if I'm not relevant, the business you're talking about, for me to go and meet these people, I wouldn't even have those. There are certain offices that I'll be open to because you are Sarkodie. So I make sure that I put everything back into it. But then people who are really into business, I have them around just to guide me on, different stuff that I can do as well. But I think your main business is you. If you can keep yourself out there, I think you'll be good.
So you focus on the you.
Yes.
You focus on the creativity aspect of the you.
Yes.
And develop it, build it, and then you allow business people
yes,
to
leverage on, what I've built.
I like that.
Yeah, so both ways it goes in and out. Because we can't really be, I sat with a very close family friend, Mr. Chemantin, the lawyer, and we had conversations, and then as he was speaking, I learned a lot. He talked a lot more about how the business world works, because he is into it. He's really made he was trying to pass on information. And it was all over the place for me because I thought if I get into that world, the sack, I might lose it. So it's in between. What do you think? And then we have different types of artists. Some artists are just commercial artists who people don't really expect much from them. They enjoy their music. When they see you, they like you, but they don't really look forward to anything that you're bringing. Those people have the luxury to juggle between, you can go and do business, come back, just drop music and that's it. With me, I have a following that even when I try to push a different artist, they are not too happy with it. They want me. Their focus is on me.
The attention is all on you.
Exactly. Like I try to even deflate the whole thing, sign artists, but still, it's sack. We want music. Even if I will come and sit there trying to talk about something else. Like everywhere I go, right? I keep getting this. Even if it's an office, sack, Ibinya freestyle kakra. You know, because that's the brand I've built for them. So that's why I need to make sure I don't lose that. Because at the same time, that's the attraction I get, you know, from the fans. So I try to keep that and then, you know, mingle with people who do legit business and then, you know, we combinate.
Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. What's your word for advice for creatives who don't seem to have found this mix? You know, the other concentration all on the on being creative.
Yeah.
You know, and you have found the mix. How to the business part of the show. What's your advice?
I would say, first and foremost, know that you are in a very, very deadly situation. As much as you think it's nice.
Deadly.
It's very deadly. Because at this point, myself and you, I don't think we can start going to do street hawking or sitting in front of a shop or go to London and do security job. Like this, we literally sold our, what should I say, the freedom that we can do anything else for this. So if you understand that, you see how serious this is. You know, when people are around me and then they feel like I'm Sarko, they don't know what I had to give to be this. The priceless times that you guys are having, that you can make all your mistakes and still correct them. But me, one mistake will cost me a lot. So as a creative, if you know that, it makes you panic, which I'm not saying panic is good, but it helps you get you on your toes and go like, listen, after the next 10 to 15 years, nobody will expect Sarko there to come to you and say, Jakuma 1,000 you know.
Yeah.
So if you get scared, it pushes you on your toes to put things together. You know, you start thinking more. Though you want to be creative, I understand it's very hard. I'm a creative, so I know how that feels like. People feel like, oh, no, creativity, it's like madness. You don't want to think about anything else but the music, which is not bad. And we sacrifice that for you guys to have fun. So the people in the business world who keep saying, but when you go to your house, you want to play my music and dance.
Exactly.
But I had to sacrifice that for you to have that, you know. But at this point, I think because we don't have the luxury to just be creatives, we need to try and find, even if we can't do it, find people who love us and know the business and can, you know, support you, leverage what you have built and make you some money, you know, till you die. Yeah.
Beautiful, 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 beautiful. What's the biggest lesson you learned? You talk about sitting down with Mr. Choumartin and tapping into his knowledge.
Yeah.
What's like the biggest thing you learned from him that you think is something you're holding on to?
I think exactly what I just said, that there is, the future is near, and there are certain positioning that we need to position ourselves as celebrities to attract certain numbers that we think we want to, but they always pass by us, not because we don't deserve it. It's just the positioning of ourselves. Because he told me what it takes for people to, you know, even get certain loans. You know, I had no idea about it. I thought you just show up and then you just say you need money, you present something, and then they will give it to you. But there are certain languages that we all miss. You know, we will sit in a lot of meetings, and we don't understand why it doesn't go the way we want it to go. But there are lessons that we need to take, position ourselves well, that we can face it. You know, somebody can move from, you know, Legon, a young boy will move from Legon. Sarko there, saying, maybe I'm famous, I'm Sarko there, we go into an office, the guy might come out with a deal, I wouldn't, you know. So there's certain positioning that we need to position ourselves, and it comes with a lot. He gave me certain details that I'll keep to myself, that I will work on, yeah.
Awesome, man. Let's take a short break. When we come back, more of the man Sarkodie. Stick around, we'll be right back. We're back. Yes, that's my bragging rights. I mean, I could be to say what for me. Show me some love. What made you do that?
Because I literally missed this show.
Really?
Yes, and our conversation. I don't know if you have heard. There are several platforms that I've been on, and I said
Yes, I did. I've heard a couple of times.
yes. So my management, when it's about time that they want me to do like radio, TV, they know my first name that I'll mention is KSM, and anything else, fine, I will do it. But my major is because of the energy. Everything else just feels right here. Like I can, I can have the conversations that I want to have, feel myself, even watch myself back again. There are certain situations where I don't even go back to watch it,
really?
Yeah.
Cool. My first question for this segment, huh? Where is that from? Because it's almost like a part of you now. Huh?
Okay. Where did that even come from? I think, you see, it's vibes. There's something called vibes. So when you're playing the music, a lot can happen. You can, there will be a sound in your head that feels right, for the music. And when I think I said it once, I liked it, and then it became like my famous ad-lib for all my verses.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Because, huh? Can I be here? What I can?
Huh?
Oh, and we were speaking about social media. You mentioned social media, and how do you handle social media, man? Because you sometimes, do you just ignore it? Because people love you, and those who will come and just give you a bashing. How do you manage social media?
I think there's stages to life in general. So a kid will react to a situation, like same situation, and the kid will react to it differently. The youth, different, the old, different. And it's because of how you see things as you're growing. So there was a time where I saw the legend Pat Thomas. I think there was a situation, I don't know if it was a conference center or somewhere. And because I was young at that point, I was like very mad that they did that to him. Because if it was me, I would.
Oh, really?
I would lash
What
out.
did they do?
I don't remember what it really was, but I think something happened on
It
stage.
upset you.
Yes, and then when they were interviewing him, how he spoke calmly with the issue. Because me, I wouldn't take it, at that point, I wouldn't take it like that. And because I was young, I didn't understand why somebody would do that and I have to keep quiet. So now, I'm not there yet, but I've seen that now somebody can say something and you're about to say something and you know you're going to live with this thing for the rest of your life if you say that. Is this the way you want to go about it? Then you get to understand life totally different. Even this African Prince, I used to mock one of my guys. He's like he's older than me. He used to wear a lot of them. I'm like, why don't you wear some sneakers, some shoes? And now I'm the #1 brand ambassador for African Prince because of things change. I don't know if that's true. Even the colors you like changes, everything. So with comments and all that, when I was coming up, being very vulnerable. So everything, you actually felt like people had an agenda. An interviewer
You took it personal.
Yes, interviewer asks you a question like,
yeah,
maybe just a general question. But because I was young, vulnerable, if you felt something was coming like at you, you react differently. And then you grow. If you're lucky, not everybody has a chance to grow to a certain point to understand it. But at this point with comments, I know it doesn't really change anything. And most times, actually, people that tweet negative, you'll be shocked. And people are really, really like you, and they feel they want to stand out, and that comment might get your attention, and then that's it. Yeah. And realistically, what they're saying has nothing to do with anything. It will not change anything. So if people know, my wife will give it. My wife is still getting used to comments and tweets, and because she would be like, "Nah, I quite then and all kinds." But with me, I can laugh from upstairs and come down just to come and show her a tweet or a video or somebody actually saying something bad about me. But I knew I would react differently like a couple years back. I don't remember the last time I really got mad at a comment or because it really doesn't change. It wouldn't change my fee, my booking fee. It wouldn't decrease the fan base. It won't stop anything from happening. This is somebody sitting there just trying to create a scene. So I know people will not believe it, but I genuinely don't care. And then it's more fun for me at this point. I hope people can get through that people feel like they can't get to that point, but you need to have it a lot, and then you move on, you know, and then it will get to a point where you listen to things, and trust me, everything is funny to me at this point. Like almost you're being serious, like you sit on radio and go like, and I saw there. No. First I'll be listening to that, I go, hey, then I'm like, and now the same thing, I'll listen to somebody on TV, and I saw there, no, yes, see, no, yes, see, and I will laugh because there's no truth to what you're saying. And it sounds funny how serious you are saying it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So it's a stage where I'm at. I hope, especially for the young artists, can have the heart to go through, you know, the stages to get to that point, and then they'll understand what I'm saying.
I get it. So, what was the something you had before that was like such a gross representation of who you were?
What should I say? I think over the years it's been consistent. As in what's negative about Sarkodie. So it's the same thing till now. It's like,
you know what I heard about what's negative about Sarkodie? So somewhat ding.
Yes, that's one. So stingy, arrogant. Yeah, I think these two. No, arrogant has been like consistent. Stingy just came recently.
Oh, stingy is recent. Oh no, why?
And then the thing is, with the arrogance, I stopped in the beginning. I was like, is that true? And then I'll double check myself. But now I just got to realize that we are the same thing that they complain when I go in certain cultures. It's not seen like that. And I just realized that I'm not wrong. It's just that I'm dealing with the wrong people. So they don't get
I like that. You are not wrong.
No,
You're dealing with the wrong people.
Yeah, exactly.
Show some love, man.
Because my people can't accept people with an opinion. You know, so it's very harsh. It sounds harsh. You know, like with my daughter, she tells me what she wants. Obviously, if it's very bad, I'll come in. But she has to tell me what she wants at a certain point. I don't have to come in to dictate and say, because I didn't come off like that. I'm not like that, so I don't expect that from anybody. From artists, from young artists, if you ask, you know, from Kwesiata to Strongman, to whoever. I don't call anybody and go like, you have to be here. Nobody have to do anything. You know, they have to want to. So I would just say, bro, if you have time this Saturday, you go if you come out, so make we meet for somewhere. And then if they say yeah, that's good. If they say no, perfectly fine. But I see that when I do that to anybody else, they have a problem, you know. And so I recently tweeted, there's more of your confidence. You need to build your confidence. You don't see things that way, you know. You never be hurt by that. Okay. But I think our people and, you know, the expectation from how they feel like we are supposed to be. I'm a very nice, genuine person. Let me just say for myself, that's what I see. But I get the fact that they expect a certain energy that they are used to. So
what do they expect from you that they're not getting that will make them call you arrogant?
I think generally I'm somebody that is hard for people to read and people to figure me out. You know, so now they have to, you know, create stuff in their head about this guy, you know. And for the longest, I don't think I've ever been the type of person trying to tell you that this is what I'm doing. My life is very, very difficult because I have principles that I live by and I'm not ready to bend them. Because if I have to bend them, then that's when I have to do what they think I have to do, which is not right. Because I know what I'm doing as a person that nobody has.
Which are some of these principles that you won't bend?
That I think they want me to show them what they think being good is. You know, which is your idea of what being good is. So that's how you want me to act, you know. When they say like the stingy thing, it's a social media whatever. So then it trends and everybody just join. So any situation that happens, they jump on that wagon, which is okay, you know. But personally for me, if anybody's close to me and knows me as a person, that's why I don't care. So what they're pushing you to do is try to prove yourself that you're not stingy, which I will never do. So you will always keep that thing in your head till you die. And I don't care.
Yeah.
I genuinely don't care about you thinking about that because if I was stingy, if I was stingy, if I was wicked, I would not be here and getting the favor. Yeah. So anybody who you see is surviving, there's some favor on the person. You need to give to get back. So if you've seen me still going to the BET to take an award, there's something I'm doing right. If I'm sitting on my money and say I won't give anybody and nobody comes to me and I won't be here. Boss. You know, it will go away because that's how nature works. So for me personally, I know what I do. So if you want to sit on radio or on TV and try to get me to come and act, so now I'll have a camera on me and go to chocolate and go and give them money just to make you happy. That's the principles I have, that it's never going to happen. So your perception might be there till I die.
I hear you. Give it up. Speaking of awards,
Yes.
BET. Oh man, let me congratulate you, man. That little thing you said about Ghana return home, that was awesome.
Thank you.
And I think that changed the whole agenda dramatically.
Yes.
On that platform, you know. And they said if you want to choose any place to go, to come to Ghana. And do you know what's happening? It's amazing. The impact that made.
The traffic is crazy.
Yes. How do you feel about that? Hey, I mean, that must be a feeling to have, huh?
Yeah, definitely contributed. But I knew people were coming down, and I mean, I'm a Ghanaian first. I enjoy everything else, but my number one priority is protecting, my people. So we use people. When I say use, people have a negative reaction to it, but we all use each other. I'm here. You will use me, I will use you. I use this platform you use me for content. We do so. But the main agenda is Ghana. So I can go to Nigeria, do whatever. I can go to South Africa, do whatever, do songs, do whatever. But my motive, what is in my head, is Ghana. So when I got on that stage, the only thing I thought about was my country. So if you are coming to Africa, I love Africa. I love Congo. I love everywhere. But where I would prefer you guys come to is Ghana. As simple as that.
It was awesome, man. Awesome, man. Awesome. So now you're an ambassador for the
Year of Return.
The Year of the Return ambassador.
Yeah.
What have been some of the activities?
Truthfully, I had no idea that was going to happen.
Wow.
So I don't know the plan they had for it, and I think I'm supposed to sit with the minister, but in this period I've been like
busy
everywhere.
Yeah.
Yes, I literally just got back from London, and my show is coming, Rapaholic. My album is out today. There's a whole lot happening. But after everything, I will sit down with her and see ways forward.
Let's talk about Rapaholic, man. What year of Rapaholic is
the
it?
7th, right?
7th year.
Yes.
And the crowds get bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yes.
What's the cost?
What's the cost?
Yeah.
I think still keeping the interest, which is the conversation we had earlier, is very hard.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I have it figured out. But when I sit down, I go like, some people are doing the same thing you're doing. We say hard work, discipline. Some people are doing the same thing and it's still not working. So I'll say some favor. And thank God for, giving me that audience for that long. So the 7th year, it's still getting bigger. We had to move from Conference Center because the fans complained about last year, the heat, because they were crowded. So we're now going to the Grand Arena. That's where we had the Ghana Music Awards.
Okay.
Yeah, so that can take a lot of people, and then the AC is good there. So
So it's coming up on
25th, Christmas Day.
Christmas.
So you've never been there?
No, I was always performing on Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
Till I retired.
So,
but now that I'm retired, I'll be there.
You have to be there.
I have to be there.
To witness the whole thing.
Yeah, I've never seen it.
Yes, just to understand, what happens at Rapaholic. Because it's a good show. So the idea of Rapaholic is I celebrate the whole year what I've done. And then not just me, but Ghana music. So anything that happened in Ghana music, I crown, it's like a highlight of the year on stage. So this year I'm excited because I put out, last year I wasn't too excited because I didn't put out a lot of material. And sometimes I get tired playing the old music. I want new music. So, and this year is good because I have like 5 strong singles out, and getting close to Christmas, I just released like, I think 2 singles that's not on the album but doing well. So I can imagine performing these songs on Christmas. So I'm more hyped, and the album is out today. So maybe by 25th, we will have like 2-3 songs that people know that we can perform as well. Yeah.
Wow. And you're going to be dropping them all?
Yes.
I'll be there.
Back to back. And all the artists on the songs will be coming in and out.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So we'll see you guys there, man. Let's talk about the album that you just dropped.
Black Love.
Yeah.
It's called Black Love.
Black Love.
Yes.
A bit of history of Black Love. What went into it?
So the
How
title,
long?
Yes, the title explains itself. It's just black people loving ourselves. And initially I was doing a 2-side album one side Afrobeat and one hip hop. The hip hop side was, if you watched my cipher on the BET, the message I had there, stuff like that was going to be on the hip hop side. But then I held on to that. I still have it. It's a project there that I'm working on. And then I just released the Afrobeat, which is the Black Love Afrobeat album. It's more love, you know, couples, and yeah, great commercial songs. So in the year, I've released 2 projects, 1 EP, 1 album. The EP came because my core fan base love me to rap. They are not about the whole, the songs you like, my fans might not like it because you might like some good music, just want to, my songs are all good music, sorry.
Yeah.
I know the type of music you will listen to.
Yeah.
My fans really want me to rap. So
They want you to rap. They know you for the rap.
Yes, I put out the EP called Alpha. They had it. And now I'm doing the commercial music, Black Love, which is out today, you know, has incredible features from Stonebwoy to Kiddy to Kwame Eugene to Herman Suede to Kiss Daniel to Techno to Rude Boy to Kim Promise, Sister Fia, Bisakede, Malik Berry, like a whole lot of artists.
Wow. It is amazing just listening to them, you know, listening to you go through their names, because a few have passed through here, you know, and I'm glad to see that they're moving on this way. Yeah.
So it's out, and I want everybody to go online, just check all the paid platforms, iTunes, Spotify, Tidal, and just grab Black Love, enjoy it, and let me see the feedback. It's going to be great this Christmas. We are performing most of the songs off the project, so grab your tickets. The tickets are really selling, and I thank the fans. We released a couple of them online. I think within a week or 2 that was sold out, and then we did the physical.
How much are the tickets?
I want to get it right. So I think we have 150. Do we have 250? And we have 300. Yes. I'm really bad at that. I might be wrong, but it's just, I think it's regular, VIP, VVIP, and then we have tables as well. But if you want information, you can, you know, go on my page on Instagram. I have
everything is down there.
Yes, the numbers to call and all that. But on top of my head, I know in Tema you can go to the Community 11 Shell in Accra. You go to Kuala, all the Kualas around, I think. And in East Legon, we have Nyonyo, GH, she cooks, the restaurant. You can go there. Accra Mall, West Hills Mall, Achimota Mall. Yeah, a whole lot of places. The regular. You know.
You're always sold out. So I guess you're anticipating that huge turnout.
I just need to save my energy.
Yeah.
Because last year I was super tired. I was on every platform, and yeah, that really didn't work too well. So this year I'm trying to minimize. Okay. It's hard because almost everybody wants me to be on their show, and these are people I like genuinely. I think Kwesi Arthur is performing. He has a show. Kim Promise, a whole lot. I'm sneaking out real quick to London and back. Hopefully, if I come back in the shows, I'll jump on 1 or 2. But my main focus for this year is Rapaholic.
Rapaholic.
Yes.
Stay tuned, y'all. See you at Rapaholic, man. Now, you done so well. Look, I was talking about 20 years ago. Moses was talking about you. 20 years later, look at you. What do you see down the line? Another 20 years?
I don't know. I don't know. I never have an idea what I'm going to do. Yeah, I don't do that. And sometimes even if people don't believe it, but when I see the Ghana Music Awards and then they always nominate me, sometimes I get sure I'm like, what did I do? Then I go and maybe check and play back. I'm like, okay, it wasn't bad. I did this, I did. I don't realize it until, you know, actually when you tell me, or the fans actually update me on what I've done. They tell me, this is what you did, this is what you did. Then I keep up. But I don't sit down and try to like figure things out. I just let it go.
You just let it go.
Yes, just do music.
Do your music and enjoy. And it will take
yourself.
you as far as it will take you. The last thing that puzzles me, that I always wanted to talk to you about it, you know, it's become like almost an integral part of the industry. I don't know whether it's commercial or whether it's genuine or whether it's all fake. Beefing.
Yeah.
What's your take on it? And what causes you to beef? What will make you beef?
I would enjoy beef. I think there are points. There are different factors. You could beef because you are in a state where you need relevance. That's one. You could beef.
You need relevance.
Yes. You want. Maybe you have had it before. Maybe you have never even had it. You want it. Now you need to be seen. You want to trend. Your name has to be out there because, ironically, you know, the masses might do a good song, they will not listen to it. But when you insult somebody, they will listen to it. So when you see that, then that will make you want to go and do it. That's one.
Okay.
And then we have just doing it for the culture. Sometimes the fans, it's boring when you don't, and then you want to do it just for the fans to be happy, and then they'll have something to talk about. That's also there. And then I think the real one, which is you actually have an issue with somebody, then it goes to the music. You know?
Okay.
So it depends on where you are at a certain point. Me, the reason why it's hard for me to start the beef is because what do I gain in this situation? You know, if I have to beef you, we have to 50-50. I need to win as well. You know, I don't have to. So I said in a song, it's like I'm bragging. I'm like, if you want me to beef you need to come and pay because there's nothing I'm getting.
You monetize it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, you need to come and pay. Then I'll beef. Because both sides, if I look at the equation, what do I gain out of it? You know, and not to be, you know, don't take my words, but if you give me somebody that can go toe to toe, and then I'll win, it will be a win-win for me. Like, who is it going to be? If you look around and go like, if I have to go toe to toe with somebody, and then I will win as well, it's not going to change anything about Sarkodie. But if maybe somebody out there who wants to do it, and I go back and forth, and it can take me to the next level, yes, then fine. Then I'll look out to it. But if it's not going to do anything. So it's never going to go away, especially in a male-dominated industry where egos are in there. Me, first and foremost, if you want to go at me, I will not let you let it slide like that. Yeah, sometimes you get some punch or one or two.
Folks, we're hanging out with Sarkodie on this special edition of the KSM show. Just before his big concert, Rapaholic, the album just came out, and Love. It's Black Love. Yes. Fantastic work.
Thank you.
And have you ever thought of doing movies? I wanted to do a movie on your life. Remember?
Yes.
Long time ago.
I still want that.
You still want that?
I still want that. It
really?
just has to be shot epic. Like it has to be the camera. Everything.
Yes. From your childhood, everything, how you got into music. Yeah. I think it would be sensational,
I had a
man.
conversation with Shelly.
Yes.
But I think she wanted me
to play yourself. You didn't want to play yourself.
I wasn't too up for that. You know, but if you could build a story with actors, that would be dope.
And you can help direct, because from the one whoever plays your childhood growing up, you can tell them.
Tell the story.
But I think at some point she wanted to see you appear as yourself.
Yes, we could work that out. It may be the highest level of it. Maybe me doing something and I can come in, because I don't know if I want to really act. I used to do that in school. I don't know if I can bring that back now at this point. I don't know my skills. She said she saw something. I should trust her though, because she's a director. And then she said she watches my video, and there are certain reactions that I do that tells her that I have a little bit of acting in me. You know? So maybe she can bring that out. And Shelly, I know I didn't get back, but let's talk. Bless you.
Shelly, what's you? What's it? Let's talk. Hey, okay. Well, man.
It's always fun.
Okay, folks. Thank you so much for your presence. And we've learned a lot, and we've enjoyed you thoroughly, as I always do.
Thank you.
And this is your house, man. Anytime, welcome home.
That's it.
One more time for Sarkodie, man.
The KSM Show.